Hi, I'm James from GameFront, and welcome to Hot Off the Press Start, the weekly show that, even in these times of turmoil, rounds up all the latest gaming news and delivers it quicker than me running away from Nemesis as fast as I can in Resident Evil 3. You won't have to wait too long to see that visual image, as Resident Evil 3's demo has now released on Steam. You can download the demo now, and even though I haven't played it myself, if it's anything like the Resident Evil 2 demo, it should give you a pretty good idea of what to expect. Imagine zombies. There's also going to be a beta of Resident Evil Resistance coming on the 27th of March too, so it's a big month for Resident Evil. Resistance sees you playing as survivors in a somewhat Left 4 Dead style online co-op experience, and it's also going to let you play as a villain, sending out enemies, putting down traps to kill the survivors, which is exciting because I've been playing a lot of Dead by Daylight and it sounds like at least the premise is similar. Both games will be launching this April the 3rd. Watch Dogs and the Stanley Parable are currently available for free on the Epic Games Store. Watch Dogs isn't nearly as good as the sequel, the unexpectedly titled Watch Dogs 2, but it's worth playing through just to get some of the lore before playing the second game, which is excellent. Now don't get me wrong, Watch Dogs isn't terrible, but it lacks some of the charm and the personality that the second one had, at least for me. And when I say for me, I mean Danny King. It is still pretty innovative as a gameplay experience though, and if you like stealth 'em ups, you'll enjoy this. The Stanley Parable, on the other hand, is worth absolutely every second that you're about to sink into it. It's a first-person game, and that's about as far as I can describe it. Just trust me, it's awesome. It's in a genre all its own and sees you working towards multiple endings and scenarios that all start in your office, wondering where all your co-workers have gone. Now, I'm not going to explain any more than that. We have a complete walkthrough on GameFront. Don't search for it. It's the rare occasion, I would say, not to watch it. I'll tell you this. I share the Stanley Parable with more people than I've ever shared any game. When I go on tour and I'm in hotel rooms, I will pop open my laptop. It doesn't take a good computer to run it. It's a really simple game. And I'll have them sit and play through at least a couple hours of Stanley Parable. Not once have I ever disappointed someone. Everyone walks away delighted. And I would say in a time where maybe I'm under literal lockdown quarantine right now, literally not supposed to even go out unless I've got a specific purpose. If you've got a loved one that doesn't typically play video games, I am telling you this is a game you can share together. Please get it for free. Get to the chopper! Or at least that's what I imagine what Arnie would say if he was a big Fortnite player. In any case, Fortnite's 12.20 update is now live, and it comes with it a brand new vehicle, the Chopper, which, as you've probably guessed by now, is a flyable helicopter. It has room for up to 5 players, these being 4 passengers and a pilot. As such, it's perfect for squads and can be used to get the drop on unsuspecting players, even though it has no onboard weaponry of its own. They'll be located at various, previously unused, helipads located on the map, and are available now. As you can see from the footage behind me, they look like, a lot of fun! The update has also brought other changes, including a destroyed oil rig and the introduction of Spy Games progression system. CD Projekt Red has confirmed that they don't expect the coronavirus outbreak to further delay the development and release of Cyberpunk 2077. Oh, thank you, big guy upstairs. We really needed some good news today. They confirmed that they successfully moved their development team to working remotely. Most businesses are moving to remote working practices as a result of the outbreak, and CD Projekt Red is no exception. The company stated that it made its move for the personal safety of the team, but it doesn't expect the change to delay Cyberpunk 2077 beyond its current September release window. The game has already been delayed, but hopefully this situation won't result in any further delays. I'm taking them at their word, because I need it right now. The future of how the coronavirus outbreak is still very much in the air, however. But one good thing is, you gotta find the silver lining. This would have never happened 3 weeks ago. Many fans on Twitter have reached out and expressed that they'd rather the game be delayed than employees put at risk. That's just so sentimental. I just feel like I could cry. It's like we're all getting together because we love one another. Working from home does seem appropriate. A lot of us are going to be doing it, and I think that we're going to find it might not be quite as bad as it seemed at first. And finally this week, Grand Theft Auto 4 has returned to Steam after being missing from the store for over a month now. The company has finally removed Games for Windows Live from the title, which caused the removal in the first place due to Microsoft shutting down the API. I don't know what that stuff is. I'm not a computer engineer, but it's an API. It's gone now. In addition, both the standalone game and Liberty City Stories released are now merged into one combined title, known as the Complete Edition. If you owned just one or the other, you'll now get the content from both for free. The bad news is that multiplayer is now gone, and it's been removed completely from the game along with the online leaderboards. It's not a huge loss though, as GTA Online is the far superior experience. Sadly, Ram Jam FM, Self-Actualization FM, and Vice City FM, which belong to the Liberty City's stories, those are also removed. If you own either of these games, you'll already be upgraded to the Complete Edition. The Complete Edition itself goes on sale on Steam and Rockstar Launcher next week on the 24th of March. And now for a little GameFront update. GameFront update. GameFront update. I don't know. It's been a long time. It's so sad to do that part alone. Oh, quarantine. It's okay. We're going to be fine. I hope you guys are all okay out there, too. I just wanted to give a little update on what's going on here. I know that it's been pretty wild. Even the Adventure Bits has kind of shut down this week because as we've scrambled to try to get ourselves in survival mode. LA is in a literal lockdown. We're supposed to shelter in place, I think it's what it's called. We can walk our dog. We can go to the grocery store. But we cannot go to, like, Blockbuster Video, which isn't out there anymore. I don't even know where. There's not really many places that I would, like a gym. You can't go to gyms. It also means that we are not getting together because Morgan was teaching in up north, and it's not a good idea until we can quarantine ourselves for 14 days, which I would consider myself at day 8. We might get together in the same building after that, but it also might just be simply dangerous for now. But we've made some adjustments. We're using something that Danny, who wrote this episode, writes every episode of Hot Off the Press Start. I'm so thankful to have him because this would not happen without him. But Danny had suggested Parsec, which is kind of like sharing a screen on Discord or like Steam, but it's ultra low latency, and we're able to basically play 2-player co-op games not there. The disadvantage that I found, and maybe you guys will know something more about this, is that if you're using mouse and keyboard, each person has basically, as soon as they start moving the mouse, they have control. With the game controllers, what we found is we were trying to play Dark Souls and pass the controller, but it doesn't work where you just unplug the controller. It locks the player that's on the other side of Parsec into the player 2 slot. Unless you don't even have a controller at all logged in. It's so complicated. But keyboard and mouse, it's effortless to pass back and forth. So I don't know if I've actually gotten a 100% guarantee from Morgan yet. But and just for the record, I would be okay if Morgan did a video with somebody else on GameFront. I might ask Mitch. I haven't asked him yet, and gosh, it would be putting him on the spot to say it here. But we could play pass back and forth Dark Souls 2, which we're playing with a keyboard and mouse. I mean, we've seen people beat Dark Souls with the Guitar Hero controller, with a dance pad. If I can't beat Dark Souls 2 with the mouse and keyboard, then what kind of an expert am I? So I would say look out for that. While it's been a dead couple of weeks, there is going to be a lot more content probably than usual because we're in lockdown. So thanks for bearing with us. I really hope that you guys are staying healthy and staying safe out there. Wash your hands. I don't know. And that's it for this week's gaming news. As always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Click the bell icon to get notified when we get some more GameFront content up here. See you soon.